What's up, guys? Welcome to the Masterpiece Shoe Channel. Today we're going to be reviewing the Gaziano Urban Commando. So just a little information about this boot. This is a 9.5 UK and it comes on the Art Deco last. Man, look at that toe. Look how sharp that sucker is. Just some info about these Art Deco shoes, or I'm sorry, these Art Deco last, is that the shoe is actually quite long. So, I mean, it does accentuate the feet much longer, but it's all good. In addition to that, this is, I forgot what is it, I want to say oak brown or some kind of dark brown, and it's got like patina on it. And this is the way it came from the factory. I mean, but if you look on at the patina work, man, that's quite something. In addition to that, it comes with speed hooks. So you don't need to be sitting there for like minutes and just taking forever to lace up your shoe. It's actually quite fast. And I'm not going to just polish this boot for you guys. I'm going to just show it as is. I mean, this is the way, I wear it. I polish it maybe about once a month. I don't overdo it because I've got several pairs, as you guys will see. But I mean, this is quite comfortable boot. As a matter of fact, it's one of, man, these Gaziano Girlings, they are super comfortable. Some of the other shoes I have, I'll get into them later, but I can only wear them for maybe about a few hours, then my feet hurt. But the thing about Gaziano Girling is the way the support goes. Right over here, especially around this area, there's a lot of support. So as you wear this during the day, your feet, my hands or foot, over time they'll expand, and it's that expansion that causes your foot to get tired. But what this does, it actually keeps your foot in shape, so it doesn't expand too much. And so the beauty of these boots is that, if you talk about Gaziano Girling, is that you can wear these like all day. I mean, I wear them like 10-12 hour days at the office, and my feet don't get tired. In addition to that, it has the Commando sole. Now this has the Eiger sole. I have one more boot that has a Vibram sole, but this uses an Eiger sole. And there's something I gotta say about this boot. The reason why I love this boot so much is because of the paradox. Now, when I mean paradox, I mean, if you look at this boot, I mean, look at that. That's just classic. I mean, it's elegance, it's sexy. The way the shape of the shoe is. In addition to that, I mean, just the way it looks, it's amazing. Look at this broguing right here, right? This cap and this broguing. But I'm gonna get into a little bit, but when you look at the shoe from afar, it looks super elegant. But if you look on the bottom, or especially the side tread, man, that is one mean tread. So it kind of gives you, this imagination where, like, you're kind of like the office warrior wearing these boots. Let's say you're like in a board meeting, some guy acts up, you just kind of think to yourself, man, I could just put the boot to his forehead, just the way, I don't know, it just kind of gives you that crazy idea, like, man, I could just kick this guy in the forehead with this mean old tread and put an end to that. So I don't know. It's like having a G-Wagon, that 4x4 square. I mean, it's a G. They look awesome, but it's that extra ruggedness that's built into it. Like, I don't know. In addition to that, if you look at this, look at the broguing on that, and then look at the stitching. The thing about Gaziano Girling, the reason why you guys are paying an arm and a leg for it, is because look at that stitching work, or that stitch work. They are so close together. I mean, later I'm going to show you guys some other shoes, but the stitch work is never that clean. In addition to that, look at the quality of the leather. The quality of the leather, it's amazing. And I know, you guys see how supple this leather is, but man, if you guys can just feel this Oh, it's so smooth and so soft. I mean, look at that broguing right here, the stitch work. I mean, it's like no other. And look at the welt. The stitch work on the welt, it's so close, and that's what Gaziano grilling do. And look at that toe. Look at the way it just like ramps down. If you guys can see that, it just ramps down. I mean, to do that, you know, on a last, man, there's a reason why a lot of shoe companies can't do this. I mean, this is like, that's straight up bespoke style right here, you know. So other than that, I mean, comfortability wise, I mean, man, I could just wear this all day. You know, in the beginning, you know, just like all shoes, you got to break them in. But, you know, after you wear them a couple times, especially with these, because the leather's so soft, I mean, you know, you'll be wearing them in no time. Now, the funny thing is that, you know, like I said, this is a 9.5 UK. I typically wear 10 US. The way Gaziano Girling sizes their shoes basically is that it's a half a size smaller than US sizes. And the interesting thing is about Gaziano Girling shoes and these kind of shoes is that when I wear it, my toe, somehow I think it comes up to here. I did have my shoe cobbler, you know, he told me one day, he's like, man, you know, your shoes are way too big for your feet, because, you know, he expects like my toe to be somewhere here, you know, somewhere towards where the toe box is, way up here. But if you guys look at some of the cutaways that, you know, especially what Kirby Allen's done on his website or on his YouTube channel with Christopher Wiegand, you know, they actually cut it open and his toe was somewhere right over here. In other words, what these guys are trying to do is really maintain the shape of the entire last. Now, if you read Laszlo Voss's book, I mean, guys, yeah, I mean, if you guys don't have that book and you guys are shoe aficionados, I suggest that you guys go get that book, because he talks about sometime I want to say the 15th or 16th century, that noblemen in Europe used to wear toes that extended like a foot long, and they had to put a limit to that because only like super noblemen were able to wear like super long toes, so they have to scale it back. That's kind of the funny thing, is that, you know, it used to be like that, used to be the in thing back in the days. And I kind of see how Gaziano Girling, I mean, hasn't gone back to that level, but, you know, the way the Art Deco last works, I mean, it extends in such a way that it gives a beautiful, beautiful shape. In addition to that, you know, the shoelaces, man, they're actually pretty cool. You know, they're very soft. You know, some of these shoelaces that you get for boots are either over waxed, the quality sucks. But I mean, these guys, they know how to source material. And the cool thing is, if you look inside, it's all lined. You know, I bought some boots, I won't mention the name, but it was lined, you know, along here, inside here, but the tongue wasn't lined, so it just drove me crazy. In addition to that, this came with the shoe tree, and the shoe tree is super high quality. Here, let me pull it out real quick. Well, never mind, I'll just do it on a different video. But I mean, the quality of this boot is like no other. This is probably like one of my most favorite boot I have, or shoe from Gaziano Girling that I have from them. So just to recap, comfort wise, I mean, it's probably the most comfortable shoe. I take that back. First of all, Gaziano Girling by far are the most comfortable shoes that I've ever had. Now, I have wide feet, so, you know, I can't just, you know, a lot of these European shoemakers, their last is very super narrow. But I mean, for an Art Deco last, regular width, the E width, I mean, it works fine. So, I don't know, I just don't know what's going on with some of these other countries. But, you know, this is a British made shoe. And I take it that, you know, their feet aren't super narrow like Italian or maybe the French. But, I mean, for me, it works great. So hope you guys like this. I'm gonna be making more videos. Hit the like, subscribe button, tell your friends. And this is the Masterpiece Shoe Channel. Thank you.